Okay, cool. I think it's going. Oh yeah, it's going. It's recording. Okay, perfect. So the first thing we need to remember again is our goal for field trainer. So in order to qualify for field trainer, you need to have 2 agents enrolled plus 3 customers enrolled. Now the 2 agents are going to give you that base qualification that you'll need to hit your goal, but those 3 customers are going to give you the extra volume that you'll need to seal the deal. So all field trainers need to make sure, the most important things that you make sure of is that we have 16, wait, let me not do that. I was supposed to make this highlight 1,600 in volume, 2 agents. Those 3 customers are very important as well. Made the same mistake. Those 3 customers are very important as well, but we really got to focus on this, okay? So that's the goal. And then the next thing that we need to remember is the 445 calendar. Now, what I'm about to do right now is log into my back office, and I'm going to show you guys what the 4445 calendar looks like. Oh, I said it wrong. 445. Yeah, 445 calendar looks like. So right now, this is actually where we are. We are right smack dab. Well, actually, no, we're not. We're at the tail end of a 4-week volume month. So really, this week is wrapping up. Today is the 11th. So by tomorrow, we will already be in the 4th week of the 4-week volume month. So the reason why knowing that the volume month is important is because that's how you know the time frame that you have in order to meet your goals. So if you're on this webinar and you have been an agent for a little while, a lot of you guys actually joined the team when we had our 5-week volume month in June. So it began in the middle of May and then it ended in the middle of June. This is the time period where a lot of you guys came in. And then some of us came in at the very beginning of July. So that's not, that's not that bad. This is not that much time. But if you have already been in for the 5-week volume month and we still haven't met your goal for field trainer, we really, 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 really want to push you for that. Also, if you have gotten signed up as an agent within the 4-week volume month, the one that we're in now, you really want to make field trainer this go around because you already have a head start with 400 points. So all new agents come in with that head start of 400 points. That way they can hit their goal quicker. So you really want to take advantage. If you were brought in at this point, you really want to take advantage. And if you were brought in at this point, you really, 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 really want to catch up. All right. So that's the importance of the 445 calendar. So everybody that is on this chat, we need to make sure that y'all are field trainer way before this date right here. This date says the 18th, but I think we need to shoot for the 16th. So I need everybody to type in the chat July 16th, because that's when we're going to meet our goals. If we shoot for July 16th, that gives us a good time, because if for any bizarre reason we don't reach our goals, then we have 2 days grace. So let's all shoot for July 16th. I'm going to type it in the chat too. And you may want to write your date goal somewhere down. I mean, your goal date somewhere down. You might want to write your goal date down somewhere so that you have it. All right. So by July 16th, we try to make sure that everybody who got on this training today has 2 agents, 3 customers, 1,600 in volume. You gotta always be aware of the 445 calendar. Oops. So our goal date is July 16th. I'm sorry, somebody had a question. Okay. I'm sorry, I thought I heard somebody. say something if they had a question. You sure? Are we able to move on? Can I move on, or does somebody have a question?
Good, as far as I know.
Yeah, go. You're good.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. So we had the goals for field training. Boom, boom, boom. We got the 4-4-5 calendar. So we want to make sure we hit it by July 16th. And then we also need to know this. This is important. How to find enrollment links. So it's two different ways that we can get access to our enrollment links. Now, if you're trying to sign up a client, you have to go through the UCES website because all of our clients are only dealing with this company, UCES, United Credit Education Services. So we go into the enrollment marketing, enroll your customers, and this gives you all three of your links. So the first link is when you're signing a client up for full price. The second link is if you're giving them a $50 discount. And then the third link is if you're waiving their enrollment fee. Now, I'm just going to put it out there. Since we're really trying to push to meet our goals, we may want to consider giving discounts because that way we know for sure we'll get the enrollment. And that way we know for sure we'll get the volume for the customers. All right. Now, yeah, we are in business, so full price is great, but you figure you do a little give and take. If you make sure that you get exactly what you need to hit field trainer, then you know for sure that you're getting that $60 raise every time you bring in a new business partner after this. So, I mean, it's definitely up to everyone's personal choice. We all know what we need our commissions to look like. We all know what we want to get out of the the business. So if you feel like right now it's better for you to focus on earning a commission and making a return on your investment, no one can argue with you there. But if you feel like it's more important to go ahead and just get that promotion so that way you get a raise, then you can go ahead and give a discount for clients. Now, with our agents, they cannot get discounts. However, sometimes our leaders do offer to help invest in our agents who are coming in. That will consist of them making sure that they're doing a trial run, and I'll explain that at another time. And then if they do qualify, then sometimes we will help people get started. But typically agents do not get discounts. So I'm going to teach you how to go ahead and enroll agents. There's only one link that you can use to enroll an agent, and it's this one. And this one is found in your financial education services website. All you have to do is go to enrollment, go down to agent enrollment, and it'll take you right to the enrollment. So I suggest that everybody make sure that today you copy and paste all of your enrollment links and save them in your notes on your phone. That way you know exactly where they are and you don't have to fumble and bumble, when it's time for you to close a deal. You got your links right there. Because with this week being the end of the volume month, we're going to have to move quick, guys. We're going to have to move super fast. So no one's going to have time to be pulling up links. So everybody, let's do it now. Copy and paste your enrollment links. You can go in through your browser on Safari or Chrome on your phone, and you can go ahead and get your enrollment links and then copy and paste them to your notes. When you're finished, put a 1 in the chat so I can know to move on. Okay, I see some ones. Cool. I see some ones. Good. All right, so no fumbling and bumbling. I had to add that in. And I'll add this saying in too, because we need to all remember that this week. Success loves speed. Because if we don't meet our goals by that date, everybody's volume goes back to zero the following day. So we want to make sure that we're meeting our goals before our points go back to zero, and then we have to start it all over again. Now, I'm giving y'all some ideas of what y'all can do to try to hurry up and get some enrollments. Consider enrolling people who are close to you. Our whole company is built off the model of group economics, off of generational wealth, off of increasing your net worth and your network. So we might as well enroll the people who are closest to us. That can help you take care of those 2 agents that you need to cover in order to meet your goals. So you can enroll a spouse. If your spouse isn't in the business, then something's wrong. Y'all should be making sure that that wealth is staying inside the household. And even if sometimes, some spouses, we do have a lot of couples where the spouse necessarily isn't interested, but they don't really plan, and they don't really plan on working the business, but we still say enroll them, because once your spouse starts seeing those checks, and once they start seeing how the process is changing you as a person, they're going to want to start to see what you have going on, and they're going to want to start asking you some questions, and then they're going to be like, oh, well, I got a buddy that do, or I got a friend that does, and then they're just going to start being willing participants. So if you have a spouse, I say we get them enrolled today. That way we know for sure that's locked in and secure. All we need is 2 agents. That's not a lot. It's very buildable, guys. If you have parents who will be willing to support you, that could be a good idea for you too. Siblings who may want to join you in business. I signed my sister up, and now she's a sales director, and she's like literally a great leader on the team, and she leads a lot of us on this team, and she mentors a lot of us on this team. And at first she didn't want to have anything to do with it. My mom and my dad are actually enrolled now too, but they enroll much later. But anyways, you want to make sure that you reach out to friends. I know some of you guys might have like a best friend or a right hand or somebody that you know for sure. If you say, let's move, they're going to say where to. So invite them to enroll today. Enroll your cousins. I know we got special cousins that we're really close to. We may have some business partners that we know from outside businesses that we trust. So it's good to start off with the people closest to you and build with them first. A lot of people, when they first come in this business, they're afraid to build with the people closest to them because they're afraid of what those people are going to say. But I'm telling you now, if you give into that, you are going to cut yourself so short in this business. It's not even funny. And then it's kind of like contradictory, because it's like, how are you bringing wealth into other people's family or helping them do that, and then you didn't even bring wealth into yours? So we want to make sure that we get the people closest to us enrolled ASAP. Next, you want to invite everybody on your friends list. I mean, everybody, even if you don't like them, invite them to Credit and Financial Freedom Breakthrough Group. Invite them, okay? Because once they get into that group and they see the culture, they see the fact that we were featured on the Steve Harvey Show, they see that we have results and testimonies from our clients, they see the panels that we just started doing, they'll see all of that stuff inside of that group, and then eventually it's going to pique their interest and they're going to want to close with you. And the great thing about that group is we don't do that thing where it's no stealing each other's clients or prospects. No. If one of your prospects was added to the group and they ask a question within the group, another consultant is going to look it up, see who added them to the group, and make sure that they get back to the person who added them in the group. So it's a very clean atmosphere, very fair atmosphere, so you don't have to ever worry about anything. And I highly suggest everybody inviting people to that group. We do live webinars in there too. So, we do invite to the webinar every night, but if you have people in that group, then they're automatically going to be exposed to chances to view the webinar. So that's a really good group. It's like an online catalog, and then people literally come right back to you. The third thing you want to do is make a list of 100 plus people. Now, this part I'm going to have to edit a little bit because I wrote my notes up before our meeting and then I went to send them to myself and I didn't realize that I wasn't logged into the right email and it never sent and it didn't save to the drafts. So I had no way of recovering it. So what I'm going to do is make some edits on the spot. But once you make your list of 100 people, and you may need to use the memory jogger. Once you make that list, you want to use this script to invite people to, not your online launch. We're going to invite them to Monday's webinar at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Now, Miss Marquia, I know we have your personal PBR tomorrow. So you can invite people who may not have been able to make Sunday's webinar to Mondays. But everyone else on the call, we can do Monday night's webinar. What am I doing? Why did I write the number 2? I meant to write the @ sign. So it starts at 7 p.m. Central, but 8 p.m. Eastern. And it's our Power of Credit webinar. Now, I'm going to give you some tips before we get into the invite script. Send all invites out by tomorrow at 1 p.m. Reason why is because you want to give people time. The second tip will be follow the script to the T. And when I say that, I mean you don't want to change the wording of the script drastically. Like if you want to make the greeting, the first sentence personalized, I think that's a great idea. But the rest of it, you want to keep it in the same format because it's very straight to the point. So when you, after you make your list of people, you want to reach out to each person. You can do it via text, Facebook Messenger. If you want to use the script to actually give people phone calls and actually call them on the phone, that's actually an excellent way of inviting. I highly recommend that. But for the sake of time, some people do rely on text and messages. So either way is good. But pretty much what you want to say to them is, hey, whatever their name is, I hope all is well. Quick question, if you had the opportunity to have your credit score increased and make some additional money on the side, we could take as well out. Would you be willing to look at it? Once you get their response, all you have to do is say, okay, great. I just partnered up with some successful people who are launching a huge movement and I thought about you. When you say I thought about you, that makes them feel special. I'm having a private webinar on, you got to insert the date and time. So we'll say Monday, at 8 p.m. Eastern or 7 p.m. Central, depending on what time zone you're in, via Zoom. I will have 2 top executives from the company on the call with all the details. If I invited you, would you tune into the webinar? So this is a really good one because a few things. For one, when you say I thought about you, it makes your guest feel special. You're giving them the details. When you say 2 top executives, that makes this seem like an exclusive and important event. They can't miss the 2 top execs. And then if I invited you, would you tune into the webinar? That's posture. You're not asking them, can you join my webinar? You're saying, if I invited you, would you tune in? It puts the accountability on them. And it kind of helps you develop your posture. It doesn't seem like you're, kind of look a little desperate. It kind of makes you look like If you there, you there. If you're not, we're still gonna keep it moving. So I like that sentence. So that's why this whole thing is really good to just keep it the way it is. You just want to make the first greeting personalized. Once you get their response, if they say yes, then you want to say, okay, perfect. Here's the link. And you want to send them the powerofcredit.net link. We're going to use that link because we know that's a constant webinar and we know our top leaders are on there. So you can also, and then when I share the link, I send this to people too. You can also share the link with up to 3 of your friends, because the reason why I say that is because if that person who's getting on is considered an agent and 3 of their friends happen to see the information at the same time, then possibly those people may either sign up as clients or agents with that person if they come on as an agent. So it's just like a premature way to plant a seed. And it's also a great way to tap root. So tap rooting is pretty much when you get into other people's contacts and get in contact with more people just based on who other people know. So that's why we do shout outs and trial runs. But it's a great way to chat root. So you want to say, make sure you download the Zoom app and set an alarm for 5 minutes in advance, because the slots will fill up quickly. When I say the slots are filled up quickly, that's creating a sense of urgency. And then again, this is putting accountability on your guests to make sure that they attend when you tell them to set an alarm for 5 minutes in advance. Uh-oh, how do I undo? Oh, there we go. All right. And then when you say you don't want to miss out, this is just another layer of creating urgency, because people really hate to miss out on things. So when you say I don't want you to miss out, that again creates urgency. So that way they're like, okay, cool, I'm coming. I'm coming for sure. And so that's what we want to do. So we want to make sure again that tonight, after we're finished inviting everyone on our friends list to the credit and financial freedom breakthrough group, as soon as we finish doing that, we're working right on our list of 100 people, and we're getting right to sending these invites out. Now, say if somebody says no, they can't come, then what you do is say, okay, no worries. I can send you a short video explaining all the details. Do you have 20 minutes to watch the video? If yes, send Freedom 500. And the link for Freedom 500 is down here, so I'll copy and paste it one sec, just so y'all can see what it looks like. All right, so if they say yes, they have time to watch it, send them this. If they say no, add them to credit. Oh, I can't spell. Credit and financial freedom breakthrough. So at the end of the day, they can't run. You can run, but you can't say no. At the end of the day, they're going to get exposed to the information. If you're going to invite them to the webinar on Monday night at 8 p.m., if they can't make Monday night at 8 p.m., okay, cool. You got time to watch a 20-minute video? Okay, you can't watch a 20-minute video right now? That's cool. Okay, then I'm going to add you to the Financial Freedom Breakthrough group. No sweat. That way, for sure, we know to just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Don't get caught up on who don't get on the webinar. Don't get caught up on who says yes or who says no. Just keep it moving. Just keep going through the numbers. So that's a really good thing that we can do. Now, let me go back up here to where we say, if yes, then Freedom 500. Because you're definitely going to want to do a follow-up if you sent them the video. So the follow-up will pretty much be the same thing that we use for the closing webinar script. So I'm about to pull that up real quick and then I'll type it in. I had all this stuff typed out before. It was literally 5 minutes before I logged on to Zoom that I lost the email. All right, here we go. So you want to follow up. And let me give you a tip for following up with this. Follow up 30 minutes after sending video. That's very important. Because if you wait longer than 30 minutes, then you may lose them because people have very short attention spans. So you want to make sure that if they said they can watch it right now, they watch it right now, and you follow up with them in a great time frame. So it's kind of like as soon as they're finished watching it, they're hearing from you. All right, and so after 30 minutes, let me move this up too so y'all can see a little better. Okay, so after 30 minutes, you want to contact them and say, thanks for checking out the video. What did you like most about the company? Get response. Once you get their response, you say, I know you probably have a lot of questions. I love to get them answered. When are you available for a phone call? Oops, that's a question. All right, get response. And you say, okay, great. What's a good phone number for you? And this is so important because I'm telling you guys, when I first started, I used to always forget to ask people what their number was. And I'd have a whole entire appointment set with a time and everything. As soon as the time would come up and I go to call the person, I'm like, dang, I never asked for their phone number. So make sure y'all remember that, okay? Because that can really slow you down if you don't remember this part. So you'll say, I will give you a call at whatever time they said. Or if you maybe you need to kind of control your time a little bit more instead of putting it in their hands, you can say, I'm available. I messed this up. I'm available to give you a call at blank. Is that okay? Okay. And then boom, once you get the confirmation, then definitely reach out to whoever your upline is, let them know you got a 3-way call set up and ask them if they're available. Now, the one good thing I want to say with our 3-way calls, our leadership team has developed very well. We actually have now within our small group Waymakers, we have a couple of people now who are independently closing out clients and agents. So we can definitely get help from those group members. Originally, it used to be myself, my sister, and Andrea who were able to take 3-way calls. But now within the group, we have developed some leaders who are now ready to take calls. So we should all be able to, definitely not have any issues with scheduling or time conflicts or anything like that, because now more people are able to take calls. So that's pretty much it for that. Now, The next thing, hold on, how many things were we just focused on? We said invite into the webinar. I'll make a list. Okay, so this is number 4. All right, so this is the 4th thing that we need to focus on, guys. I had to stay on track because I don't want to be all over the place. But this is the 4th thing that we need to be focused on. That would be call to action posts. That would be shout outs. That would be trial runs. And that would be posting in groups. Now, I just said a whole lot, but I'll break it down a little bit. So with our call to action posts, we can actually find them in our back office. So if you're looking for posts for clients, you can go into the enroll/marketing section of the UCES website, and you can get certain flyers downloaded that you can use to post on social media. So they have flyers about our credit restoration program. They have specific ones about the protection plan, and it breaks down each individual service, which I found the other day and I love. I'm about to start using these. And then they also have them in Spanish. If you have a Spanish market, definitely want to utilize those. But that's pretty much where you can find templates for how to market the credit, and you can find your templates for how to market the financial education services stuff in your FES back office. So this is what you use to attract agents. Where am I at? Oh, marketing, social media templates. And here you'll see all of the things that we can use for attracting agents. So a call to action post, I'll give you a good example of a call to action post. It pretty much calls someone to do an action. So this one, it says, I'm grateful I get to create my own economy. Comment below and I'll show you how. So once you post this on your social media, and you tell people to comment below and you'll show them how, you're going to start to get people commenting on that post. And once those people comment on the post, then you can start to communicate with them. So you pretty much want to use call to action posts, and you want to make sure that you're posting them on your, you want to make sure you're posting it on your timeline. You want to make sure that you're asking other people to give you shout outs and using those call to action posts for shout outs. You want to use your call to action posts for trial runs. And you also want to use the call to action posts when you're posting in groups on Facebook. So these are great posts to use when you're posting. Also, you will see people within our company posting other ones online. So you can definitely copy and paste those. Okay.
You're going in and out, huh?
Okay, one sec. Can you hear me better now? Can you hear me better now? Can you guys hear me better? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
better. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's better.
Okay.
I thought it was me today. I thought it was.
Okay. All right, so you can also copy and paste call to action posts that you see other people use. Copy and paste posts from other people. So we always say it's okay to be a copycat in this business as long as you copy in the right cat. Now you definitely want to make sure that whatever you're saying doesn't have any income claims, and it doesn't guarantee results. So I've seen a lot of people posting deletion pictures. I say do not post those pictures because you cannot guarantee results for clients because we don't know what their credit file looks like until we actually pull the credit. So definitely don't want to give people false. You don't want to false advertise. You don't want to participate in false advertisement. And so you want to just make sure that you're either sticking to the posts that are in the back office because you know for sure those are in compliant, or you're copying from people that you know for sure are going to be posting things that are in compliance. Some of our business partners may not know the rules, so they may not know that they're bending them, but we want to make sure that we don't do the same thing. And if we see someone else do it, then we can just like kindly pull their coattail to it. So call to action posts are great. Now, shout outs and trial runs are something that you want to go to your upline and ask them more about that. Okay, I'm not going to really explain that too much on tonight's training. So if you want to know more about trial runs and shout outs, then definitely go to your direct upline and they'll definitely explain that information to you and also give you the resources that you can use for that. All right, so these are the scripts that we're pretty much using to communicate with people once they comment on our post. So if you post a call to action post that is geared towards attracting clients, then you want to use the first script for clients, okay? And pretty much it says, good evening, or you can say good morning, whatever time of the day it is. Good evening, I saw your comment on my post. What type of items do you have on your credit that need to be removed? Oops. Once you get their response, let me write that in there too so we don't get confused. Once you get their response, you say, we can definitely help you. I just partnered with a financial literacy program that is helping so many people. When are you available for a phone call? Let's change financial literacy to credit restoration. Or, yeah. Or we could say finance and credit program that is helping so many people. When are you available for a call? So that's pretty much you setting up the three-way call. So you want to get their response. So then you say, I look forward to speaking with you. Check out my website in the meantime. And then you send them the UCES website. It says, this is the service we provide our clients. And then right here where it says also flood them with testimonials that they can watch before the call. This is a good idea because it really gets people interested in what you have going on. So I'm going to highlight this one. All right. And if you need testimonials, you can definitely get them from your upline. We have a bunch of videos and we also share testimonials in a group from time to time too. So you definitely want to get those from your upline. And when you're having this discussion with people and you send them out the website, send them 1 to 2 testimonials to go along with it. So that way it really piques their interest and then it gets them locked in for your call. So that's a good script to use for communicating with clients. All right. And then this one down here is good for communicating with agents. So say if you make a call to action post that's geared toward attracting agents, then all you'll say to them is, hello, their name, I saw your comment on my post. What makes you want to work from home? They'll give you an answer and you get the response from them. You say, okay, cool. I just partnered with a financial literacy program that is helping so many people earn additional income from home. You can build your own schedule and earn good money. When are you available for a call? They'll tell you what time they're available for the call. And then that's when you send out the information. Okay, great. I'll call you at such and such time. Check out the video in the meantime. I'll need you, to complete it before our call so that we can base our conversation off the information, and then you send them the link for Freedom 500 down here. Boom. The reason why we want to set up the three-way call first is so that we know for sure it's locked in. Once the three-way call is set, then you want to go ahead and give information. Because sometimes when you work in reverse, when you send the information out first and then set up the three-way call, one, you may not even get a response back from them after they've seen the information. Two, they might not even open that message. And then three, you're going to be communicating with these people and is no steps toward closing them out. So if you set up that three-way call, it brings you one step closer to closing them out. And that's pretty much all we really want to focus on for these next couple of days. So I'm going to do a quick recap before we end the meeting. And I'm also going to open up the line for questions and answers before we leave the meeting as well. So just a quick recap. Your goals for Field Trainer, you want to make sure that you secure 2 agents, 3 customers. You got to have 1,600 in volume in order to qualify. All right. Pay attention to the 4/4 calendar always. Unfortunately, we are in the last week of a 4-week volume month, but fortunately, beautiful things happen within the last week of every volume month. I lied to you guys not. Oh man, some people hit 2 promotions in that last week. So you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes things just align for you right on time. So just trust and have faith and do the work. So we got to make sure that we hit our goal by July 16th. All right. And everybody should know now how to find their enrollment links. Everybody should have them already copied and pasted to their notes on their phone, so that way it's no fumbling and bumbling when we're closing deals out this week. All right. Success loves speed. So again, we only got a week to hit these goals. We have to move fast. So you want to start off by enrolling people closest to you. Let's get this part done tonight. All right. Your spouses, your parents, your siblings, your friends, your cousins, your business partners, anybody that you know for sure is going to ride or die with you, sign them up tonight, because it's all about increasing our net worth and our network. So we got to make sure that the people closest to us are put on too. You want to invite everyone on your friends list, to Credit and Financial Freedom Breakthrough Group. These 2 things, number 1 and number 2, they got to be done tonight. Number 3 should be done tonight too. Sorry. Make a list of 100 people. You can use the memory jogger to create that list. All right. And you want to use the script to make sure that you're inviting people to Monday night's webinar. And the tip is that we want to make sure all invites are sent out by tomorrow at 1 p.m. That gives people time. A lot of time when we invite the day of, it can be a hit or miss. I have had times where I have invited the day of. I've even invited up to 30 minutes before the webinar, and I've been able to get guests on. But it is sometimes better to give people a heads up. So definitely want to get those invites out by 1 p.m. tomorrow. And you want to make sure you follow the script to the T. So we got the script. Hey, hope all is well. Quick question. If you had the opportunity to have your credit score increase and make some additional money on the side, would you be willing to take a look? If they say yes, okay, great. I partnered up with some successful people who are launching a huge movement, and I thought about you. Special. I'm having a private webinar on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern or 7 p.m. Central, depending on your time zone, via Zoom. I will have 2 top executives from the company on a call with all the details. If I invited you, would you tune into the webinar? Okay, perfect. This is if they say yes. Okay, perfect. Here's the link. You can also share this link with up to 3 of your friends. Make sure you download the Zoom app in advance. Set an alarm for 5 minutes because the slots will fill up quickly, and I don't want you to miss out. If they say no, they can't make the webinar, okay, no worries. I can send you a short video explaining all the details. Do you have 20 minutes to watch the video? If yes, send them Freedom 500. And then you want to make sure you follow up using that closing webinar script. If no, they don't have time to watch a video, okay, you don't have time to watch the video, that's cool. I'm going to add you to the Credit and Financial Freedom Breakthrough Group. Boom. Go through the numbers. The 4th thing that we need to be doing for the rest of the week is just making sure that we're staying up on our call to action posts. So number 4 is for Monday through Friday. This is what we need to focus on. Call to action post shared on your timeline, also posting in groups. If you can get people to give you shout outs and trial runs, that increases your probability even more. These are the scripts for communicating with clients and agents. And pretty much just ask them an initial question. What items do you have on your credit that you need to be removed? Okay, cool, I can help you. When are you available for a call? Okay, great. Look over this information before the call. Same thing for agents. Hey, what makes you want to work from home? Okay, cool. When are you available for a call? Okay, great. Here's the information. Watch it before I call you. Boom. That's all we focusing on this week. So if anybody has any questions, I'm definitely able to open up the floor. I'll answer all questions to the best of my ability. Okay, cool. It seemed like we all clear on everything then. So y'all know my number. I think everybody in this group knows my number. If you don't, you can definitely get it from someone. It doesn't matter. I will take calls from anybody on the team. So don't worry about it. Sometimes I might be on another call or I might be busy doing something not business related, but I will get back to you ASAP. And if you want a quicker response, oh, I did not mean a video call to group chat. If you want a quick, wait, what am I doing? Wait, what am I doing? How do I get out of this? If you want a quicker response, say if you can't reach me, you want a quicker response, definitely reach out to your upline. I would actually reach out to your upline first. That'll be easier. But again, I do want everybody to know that I am here to support too. So I don't want y'all to think that it's not multiple people on the team that can support. Also, we can identify who the leaders are. I know we have 2 leaders on this call right now, Miss Elizabeth Taylor and Miss Nicole. Now, I know for sure Miss Elizabeth Taylor, I know you've been released to do client and agent calls. But Miss Nikki, let's work on getting your release by tomorrow. So that way this week you can take all calls for your team. Are you okay with that?
Yes, I'm okay with that.
Okay, cool. Perfect. I love to hear that. So, for the leaders, there was a recorded meeting that we did on how to do client and agent calls. I think both of you ladies were on that meeting, like in person, but either way, I'm still going to share the recording with everybody that's in the leaders group too. That way you guys can, watch it again and just freshen up on everything. All right, so it was very nice having everybody on. I know you guys are going to hit your goals this week. Anything that y'all need, please let us know. If y'all have people who are interested in becoming agents, but they do not have all of the funds up front, please let us know, because you never know what can happen. So definitely, let's try to help as many people as possible. Sorry, y'all. Let's try to help as many people as possible. Can we all hang up from that chat? I don't know why that keep going on. I don't know why they keep, yeah. I think that's me. But you wanna I know we're gonna all meet our goals, and I know we're gonna all do the right thing as far as following the script, following the system and everything like that. So I guess we get in the meeting. Is everybody okay with everything?
Right now I am.
Yes.
Okay.
I might you might hear from me in
That's
give me an
perfect.
hour or two.
That's perfect. And that's cool. We love questions. Anytime you guys ask questions, it's just better, because for one, somebody else within the group may have had the same question. And then for two, it's better to ask before making a mistake. And then we gotta play catch up or whatever. So anybody on this team then wants questions answered, definitely you can drop them in the group. You can text your upline, you can text me, and anything. All right, guys. So I wish everybody the best of luck. I know y'all gonna win. I'm gonna go ahead and end the meeting now, and I'll talk to everybody later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mhm.